there are some things that, it's much better if the home inspector does have it. For example, a thermal imaging camera. Okay. A thermal imaging camera is really important to have. I have a thermal imaging camera. Sometimes I bring them with me when I, go to meet the inspector as well. And sometimes I use it and, look around as well. So thermal imaging is extremely important because that can help to identify if the house is missing insulation. And typically it's usually pretty accurate. Also, if a house is leaking, that can be like the first indicator. Okay. That's the first indicator that there might be a problem, but it has to be confirmed with a moisture meter. So the moisture meter is the next thing that they should definitely have. Okay. So thermal imaging camera and a moisture meter. Those are two things that the inspectors should definitely have. Okay. The next thing to consider is going to be a ladder. And I know it seems stupid, but again, home inspectors don't have to climb ladders based on the standards of practice. So a ladder is pretty important. Now you want to know, like, you know, is your inspector going to go up on a roof that's maybe, a single story roof? Because I've never seen an inspector go up on a two-story roof. Now, if you have a two-story roof, you might want to consider somebody with a drone. Or as an option, what you can do is potentially hire one inspector because they're better at certain things, and then hire another inspector that's better at other things, and potentially get two reports if you can. Or, have one guy inspect one part of the house, like the roof and the attic or something, and the other guy does the rest. So there's quite a few things that you can do, and depending on the situation, I always talk about stuff like that with, my home buyers. What's the best strategy anyway?